the silence falls, we'll still be here. In the end of all things, they come to fear. For when the silence falls, we'll still be here. In the end of all things, we conquer fear. Oh yeah, we will conquer fear. Oh yeah, oh yeah. In the shadows where the lost ones crawl, echoes of despair and chilling call. Fire burns in the ashes of our fate. Whispers of the fallen is far too late. When the skies bleed red, we will fade away. This is our stand in a world so cold.
Hello, hello, you beautiful, beautiful steel wool banana scrubbers. How are y'all doing, family? How you doing, Wally brother? How you doing, Melissa sis? You wonderful white rabbit. How you doing? How you doing, Rain sis? And whoever else is here. So, you know, winter times get here. Blah blah blah. There's shitload of things I can talk about, you know, with survival. Most people know how to take care of themselves in winter situations, right? Right. I hope so, but a lot of people don't. There's a fine line between knowing and doing. You know, just like winter is one of the air one of the seasons that you spend more money. You need more. You need to, you're going to spend more money on a lot of things because it's not only Thanks, airplane. Anyway, you spend more money not just on, basic upkeep and stuff like that to protect your house, protect your car, blah, blah, blah. You know, becomes more of a thing of now is the season of giving, blah, blah, blah. What's up, CR? How you doing, brother? Oh, you know, this is this is the season of giving. This is the season of gifts. This is blah blah blah. Well, that now is the time to sneak in a survival item. Something to get people into a mindset. Kind of like a subliminal message, pretty much, without being a subliminal message. You know, there's plenty of things that are $5 gifts. There's a stocking stuff or something like that. Like get your cousin, get your brother. Get them a small tackle box and tell them you're going to take them fishing this year. You know, teach them slowly without like forcing that onto them. Hey, Charlie, how you doing, sis? What's up, Adnir? How you doing? Yeah, I got you, CR. No problem, brother. You know, most people don't want to fall into the mindset of prepping. Nobody wants to fall into the mindset of survival. Nobody wants to fall into that fear mentality of, oh my God, you know, yeah, it's a lot. You know what I mean? You don't want to spend X amount of money on something that nobody's ever going to use, especially if they're too afraid to even use a kitchen knife. You know what I mean? You don't want to go and buy somebody a Gerber mini gator machete. You don't want to, but you want to get something that they will use in their work. Like you get them get them a small multi tool. Get them a good pocket knife. Get them something that they sorry. Yeah, Be right back, everybody. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to give the wife a charge cable. Anyways, so back to whatever we were talking about. Uh, subliminal messages. Tell them, you're gonna take them on a hunting trip. Okay, do something unique. Don't right, like do something that's gonna make people enjoy what you're trying what you're trying to push to them. You know, get a cheap, you know, tent. Something something that's not going to break the bank and never see use of it. Because that's the one thing. Nobody wants to get somebody something that they will never see use of, or never, you know, never take it out of the closet, or it's going to be sent to Goodwill next week. You know, yeah, I can teach anybody how to pitch a good tent there, Melissa. I tell you what. Uh, I've I've pitched many of tents back in my day. I'll tell you what, girl. Anyways, back on the subject. Yeah, yeah, paracord bracelets. Paracord bracelets are a thing. Paracord bracelets do not are not a good fashion statement. I'm sorry, but if you're trying to get it for like a teenager, or like a child or something like that, or an older person, they are not going to they're not going to enjoy that. Paracord bracelets is one of those hype items. You know what I mean? It's just like there's this hippie website, blah, 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 a naturalist website. That's what I'm looking for. A naturalist website that makes a lot of, like, Waku, some bullshit tribal name thing. They came out with a Paracerium rod necklace that's made out of some beautiful, hand carved leather and all. It's got a Paracerium rod, a striker, stuff like that. It's a survival necklace, but it's also fashionable. You know what I mean? Just like there's a cool, there's a cool multi-tool, like, bracelet that has multiple screwdrivers and bits, and it's got like knives and stuff on it and everything. That, you want something that's fashionable. You want, especially with kids today, especially with, a lot of stuff. Yeah. It well, just depending, CR, like, you don't want to take out the Van special edition shoestrings and replace it with some, cheap zombie wave paracord or whatever. You know what I mean? It's you have to look at style slash usability. correct, Melissa. You have to look. You have to look like a model anymore to be a survivalist, pretty much. It's especially with the younger generation. The younger generation is the ones that do not handle old people's ideas anymore. Yeah, yeah, add an ear. It's different. It's a different mindset. It's how much you truly want to be a survivalist or a prepper. And like I said, with the youth and stuff like that, their mindsets are completely different right now, especially in high school and middle school, even elementary school anymore. You know, kids in college and stuff, that's different. You know, even really big monkey, you know, him and his kid. You don't see his kid in a lot of his videos anymore. You know, like it's one of those mindsets. Oh, dad was so cool. Dad was cool when I was young and everything. But now that he's in college, you don't see his child anymore because he's there. What's up, Derek? How you doing, brother? Oh, I know you, Derek. Don't worry, brother. Don't. Thanks, Melissa. Thanks. That builds up my you know rugged rugged July. That's who I am. Yeah, what you're going to do. You need to motivate kids. You need to motivate other people. You know, and the best way to motivate people is with style. If you can motivate the youth with something cool, something unique, so they can make. Did they? Yeah, I'm right, Melissa. It's all about motivation. It's all about getting them into something with style. We we've lost that idea. It's just like the whole entire gray man persona. The gray man, yeah, the gray man persona is outdated. Yeah, lightweight. The gray man persona, big, bland, big, being country, being bland is more of an eyesore to people in this generation than walking around with a flamboyant anime girl t-shirt or an anime t-shirt, any kind of anime or whatever. Like you have to be flashy because today, especially in big cities and stuff like that, you are going to stick out if you are not flashy, if you are not hip with the time. See, no, no. Going to primitive ways is taking a whole entire step back away from everything, Derek. Going back to flint and steel and bullshit like that, That burns way too many calories, what burns way too much time and effort in 2024. We as a society grow, we evolve. We have evolved to this point to get away from the hard past. It's good to remember those skills if need be, but a ferrocerium rod is always going to be good. It's going to be next to a lighter. But the thing is you have to get a high quality ferrocerium rod to be able to start a fire in wet conditions and snowy conditions. Yeah, and they're also run of the mill survival kits. Yeah, like do something with the tides anymore. Black and yellow for Pikachu. Red and black for Charizard. Blue and green for Blastoise. Or look at whatever favorite color. Yeah, like what CR said. Look at the favorite color of a Pokemon that your kid enjoys, and make a paracord like that. A Cobra Stitch paracord bracelet. Anybody can make that for cheap, you know. But also taking that stuff to school, you also have to realize schools regulations and what they can and cannot take to school, stuff like that. Yeah. So you're talking about that technology. Yeah, people are going to be mad when they lose internet. That's just a thing. Right, Melissa. You have to work with times nowadays. You have to work with what is popular. You have to work with, you know, even if you want to teach your kid, you know, basic knife training, let them pick out the knife. Let them pick what they want. Who cares if the knife is a piece of shit? It is your kid wanting to learn what their mom or dad is wanting to teach them. And the only way you can get them into learning is if they can make their own choices. You cannot force a choice onto somebody younger or somebody that does not like it if you put them into that situation through what you tell them to have. It's it is a double bladed knife. If you want somebody that you truly love and is a part of your family, you want them to learn to survive and everything. Work with them. Right? We have to take this mindset of you need to listen to me. We all we all learn through mistakes. We all learn through failure in survival, in camping, in whatever. We learn through failure, right? The way we learn survival is not the way somebody else is going to learn survival. Alright, I can teach you. You want me to teach you in an actual true survival situation where you don't have a perfect whetstone, where you don't have a leather strap to hone it? I mean, I can teach you how to sharpen a carbon steel knife on a piece of ceramic. I mean, on a ceramic, at the bottom of a ceramic cup. There's hundreds of ways that you can sharpen a knife. You know, get a nice coarse rock, like a sandstone, a sandstone rock or a lava stone rock, hard sharpen it that way. I mean, yeah, I may do that. I may do that, Melissa. But there's so many other people that's done that. That's why I don't do like videos anymore. Because videos, everybody has seen that the exact same bullshit over and over. Um, well, the way is you follow the curvature of the actual blade itself. Not, I'm talking about the sharp edge of it, not the actual curvature of the belly of the blade, but the actual what they call what they call the teeth of the blade, or the frill of the blade. What's up, John, brother? How you doing? You will feel it. Most blades have between a 40 and a 60-degree angle on their blade. All right, we are going to Dollar Tree. We are going to Dollar Tree. We are going to do a live stream on what to get people on the cheap. You know me, I'm a cheap ass survivalist. I can make anything and everything work. So, what's up, man? Yes, sir. Good. How about you? Okay. Right. I understand. I understand. Oh, so, you know, you get things like this, about, you know, portable mini pants. You're not going to get everything that you need at Dollar Tree, especially right now during Christmas time. But you look at your local places, like, oh, Hero Maker, 12 weeks to superhero fit by Duffy Gray, Gaber, Hollywood Trainer, guide to the body you've always wanted. Stuff like that. Yeah, somebody's gonna get upset. Oh, you tell me I'm fat or whatever. Yeah, I'm telling you you're fat. No, I'm fat. You know, there's plenty of things. You're gonna piss off a lot of people when you try to do survival. Dollar Tree song. You see, Dollar Tree's got wool, acrylic, cotton. Learn a new skill. Like learn how to knit. Learn how to, learn how to crochet. You can find it here. You can find it anywhere. And like, nice. There's a lot of things. These little wood curls, little cotton. Put these in like a small little survival bag. Jute cord, rope jute. There's plenty of things that Dollar Tree has that people overlook that could be in survival bags. It's how you handle a situation, how you handle what you need to get that can help somebody. Oh, need an ovulation predictor? Oh shit, get one here. You need some of that feminine foaming wash, mandarin orange, or creamy coconut? Get it here. There's plenty of things that you can build a survival kit out of for people. even they even have these that you can put in first aid, in stockings, a first aid travel kit. Yeah, is it just a bunch of bandages? Yes, it is. But you can add to it. You know, yeah, you can load up on a bunch of, you know, pills like vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin B12. You got everything that you need here at Dollar Tree. It's use your imagination. Use ideas that you didn't think of. You want to make a small, MRE for people. You can do it. You can make MRE out of everything here at Dollar Tree. Speaking of, I'm gonna go get me an energy drink. Excuse me, man. Get, get a good old prime. Anyway, you can make a cheaper survival kit. You make a cheaper MRE at Dollar Tree than you go out and buy it now for $10. Oh Lord, is that who I think it is? Is that my my British brother from across the water? Is that my big bro Darius? How you doing, big bro? How you been? I've missed you. But like I said, it was way too busy in there. It was way too busy in that doll store. But I got me a prime. Prime. Oh God. Oh, Jake Paul. Oh, that'll wake you up. That'll wake you up. How you been, big bro? So, anyway, you can make pretty much anything that you want that's not mainstream. The world relies on human fear. The world relies on human stupidity. Big business doesn't give a shit if the end of the world is tomorrow. Big business does not care that you buy their shit and it breaks on you. Everything breaks. Everything wears out. Everything, why not pay cheaper for it? Make these MREs something that you will eat, something that you will enjoy, instead of putting yourself through the torment and having to sit on a toilet for 3 hours because you're constipated from eating 20 MREs in a week. Ask anybody in the military. Ask anybody in the military that's ever been in the military how fun it is to survive on MREs every day. Human civilians do not understand what's in a MRE. They just know the military uses it. How you doing, Queen? I'm good. How about you? This is what kills people. And like I said, this is the holiday season. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. This is the holiday season. The holiday season, we are talking about getting people in your family a happy birthday. Happy late birthday. Everybody say happy birthday. I mean, yeah, if you like that kind of torture, I mean, it's it's called a ration for a reason. It's called a long shelf life ration for a reason. And it's to fuck you up. I mean, and there you're just a you're just a closet masochist, aren't you? What's up, Queen? Tell me, what's your request? But make an MRE what you're going to eat. Yeah, we can do that, Queen. We can take a moment of silence. Everybody, take a moment of silence for Queen's uncle that passed away. All right, and I will. All right, Queens. May your uncle rest in peace. I actually mean that. May your uncle rest in peace. But you know, during the holiday season and everything, like I said, do a non-conventional stocking for somebody that that you love, somebody that's in your family. I'm good. I'm good. Have you been? Have you been okay? Hmm. You know, do an unconventional stocking outside of traditional stockings or whatever. Make a small, you know, make a small survival gift, stocking for whoever. Oh, it's all good. Oh, I'm good, Darius, brother. I'm good. I'm good. I'm better now that I'm seeing all y'all. Oh, congratulations. Carbon monoxide in your apartment. That kind of sucks. You know, it's really hard to show y'all what good things to get, what to, what to think about. If you got somebody that plays, Call of Duty, you know, that's a big thing now with young kids. It's like Call of Duty and those kind of war games and stuff like that. Take them on a real like wood adventure. You know what I mean? And don't even tell them. Just be like, just go ahead and load up your car. Darius. I just want to, it's been too long since I've had to say your name, big bro. We are so formal. Me me and Dave are so formal. When we pass by, we have to tip our tops and you know clean our monocles every time we talk. Oh shit! I love you, big bro. How's the band going? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, me and Sir Darius, we always sit and play a a, a, a classy game of chess every every other blue moon. Oh, thank you, Queens. Much love to you too. You take care of yourself, all right? Stop in whatever you can. But you know, hey, the last videos I saw of you and the boys, y'all rocking out pretty damn good, sir. I guess chess is a thinking man's game. I mean, you know, chess has always been a whatever you want to call it. It's always been a my dick's bigger than your dick game. What's up, Bootsy? I'm doing good. I don't know. You know, games games of ye old past is kind of a thing of the past anymore. Yeah, I'm always good. I'm always good. Just talking about bullshit. You know, what to get people for. Yeah. Trust me, I took my break too. I took my break too, Dave. I did. It's I don't know. I took my break away from a lot of bullshit on YouTube, and I'm with you 100% on being away from it. You know what I mean? Thank you, Queens, if you're still listening. I don't know. There's too much. There's too much bullshit still rolling around. Still too much bullshit rolling around in paranormal, in cryptids, in a lot of things. Even survival anymore, Dave. Like, I mean, hell, there's people on the survival communities and everything that are telling people to burn fucking uh uh fiberglass insulation as a survival, as a survival fire starter. Telling people to literally. eh, There's people in the survival community that have bastardized what survival really is. Yep. You know it, Dave. That's why me and you, That's why me and you were the, the tag team duo of hell. It's right, Bootsy, right. Uh, these there's too many people. Sorry, I'm driving everybody. There's too many. There's too many what if scenarios on every damn thing. Survival is the exact same thing. We may, we supposedly and may have some written books on how people survived in the past, but we never look at why we evolved. We don't even remember the reason why matches were created in Europe. Oh, brother, I'm dogged. I am totally dogged. Like, I'm working 18-hour days, pretty much 7 days a week right now during the holiday season. We went from 130 security officers down to like 55 in the last 4 months. Derek, I wish I could wake up more handsome, but we don't understand. We don't want people to understand. We don't want people to fear why we don't need to go to the past anymore. If we were still using this exact same techniques to light a fire or whatever 400 years ago, when we used to put a piece of paper in what is it? What shit. Europe used to use a liquid substance that you put a piece of paper in it, and when you pulled it out of the liquid, it would ignite on fire. And the reason why we have matches today is because there was one man, I don't remember his name, there was one man whose daughter was playing with that glass vial, and it spilled on her and burst into flames and caught her on fire. Like, we don't go back to the past for those fucking reasons. Because children are stupid no matter what age they are. And humans are stupid no matter what age they are. Like, we we don't use potassium sulfate anymore because people can get third degree burns from it. People can poison themselves. You can use potassium sulfate to purify water. It will turn water purple and purify water. Yes. It is used in a lot of third world countries like Africa, uh, uh, some parts of the Philippines still, stuff like that. But the thing is if you use too much of it, you will die. And people don't know how to do math. People don't know how to use certain things to treat wounds. To, that's why we need to stay with the future. You need to stay with whatever. Instead of using a damn ferrocerium rod, and you never struck a ferrocerium rod, use a damn lighter. That's why lighters were created for instant flame. It, yeah, it's cool. It's a nice little. It's a nice little show and tell trick that you know. Oh, look at me! I know how to make a 13th century, you know, uh, what is it called, a henchman lock or whatever, out of a rope. And you know what they used henchman locks for? They used henchman locks to lock prisoners together when they were moving them from one. they were technically they were moving, they were human trafficking people with henchman locks. But now we use it in survival to hitch up our gear in the tallest branch. We don't realize why it was created. We don't care why it was made. We we understand its purpose pretty much. Correct, Adamir. Correct. Because it was fucking. It was instant fire at the snap of your fingers. Like, instead of an hour rubbing two sticks together to get a small little ember. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with the tribes in Africa. They still use the twin shotgun shell uh, matchbox, like, because that's what they learned from the the Europeans that came over there to Africa. They would rather strike a match and have instant fire to create a fire to cook food than have to wait on one specific man that was deemed in the whole entire tribe as a fire maker. And you get a big lighter, okay? You get a big lighter. You have almost, what is it? 700 to 800, flames out of one big lighter compared to how many strikes out of a ferrocerium rod. Most ferrocerium rods, unless you get like a fire breath ferrocerium rod, you are going to strike that thing 20 to 30 times just to char the leaves and everything before it catches on fire. Bushcrafters, God, bushcrafters. Anyways, bushcrafters, they have made this lifestyle of bringing the past back to life. And most of them use modern day tools instead of traditional tools. Even to this day, even traditionalists, leather crafter. I was watching a documentary on the BBC at work. And they were talking about traditional peat moss canny, okay, of sheep hide. You know how long it takes sheep hide to ferment and dry and settle and peat moss? 6 fucking months. 6 months in peat moss. And then you flip it out and you have to let it dry out for another 4 months before you can work on it, before you can tan it. Traditional ways are not. This is why most people don't want to do survivalists. This is why most people think we're insane. And it's the God's honest truth. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to that time period. I'm sorry. It is called the Dark Ages for a fucking reason. I mean, seriously. Like, if you have a mindset that you want to be back in the medieval times or back in ancient Japan or ancient anything, you do your research. Do your fucking research and see how long it takes to do normal things that you would have already made. I mean, do you know how long it takes to process llama or alpaca wool to be able to weave a wool blanket or weave a pair of wool socks? You have to cut. And I'm talking about if we run out of power, you have to hand cut. Have you ever held a llama? Have you ever held an emu? I mean, not an emu, but an alpaca. Emus are worse. But have you ever held an animal that is stronger and heavier than you and try to cut it with a pair of hand shears? They can fucking keep their fur. They can keep it. For all I care. Because just the ability to shear an animal for its wool without any technique or any, idea of what's going on puts you in a world of hurt, puts you in a world of pain. And in that time period, if you broke something, you were lucky if you were have your legs set right or your arms set right or whatever. And it's going to be the exact same thing in an end of the world survival situation. You can't take those risks. You cannot. Every cut, every bruise, every break is a question if you're going to survive or die. What's up, Vanessa? How you doing, sis? This is why I say survivalism, prepping, bushcrafting, everything is a hobby. It is a fantasy because people are truly not preparing for the reality of anything. Yeah, it's a cool mindset. It's a Yeah, Booty. Yeah, yeah. But technically in a perfect world, though, Vanessa, you know what I mean? If if that happened to you, say that happened to you in the 1700s. That happened to you in the 1700s, you would be dead. You know what I mean? The the medicine, the hospitals, the doctors would say you are dead. Because there would be no point in keeping you alive and trying to surgically put that together. You know, we will not be able to survive in a true apocalyptic world. And I'm here to give reality. Correct, Bootsy. Yeah, correct, Vanessa. And that's the thing. You know, that's the thing that we overlook as a survival prepper community. We overlook the basic reality of everything. There's not going to be 15 open hospitals within 10 miles of where you live. There's not going to be an emergency ER clinic that you can just go to in an apocalyptic event. You're going to be lucky enough to find leftover medication in a pharmacy in an apocalyptic event. Right, Bootsy. Right, Vanessa. Yeah, both of y'all. It's, and I hate saying it. I hate saying it. But we are all going to die. Every person has some form of damage. Everybody. Yeah. There's not a single person that does not have some kind of medical problem with them, unless they are, you know, a newborn child or a child in their, kindergarten years. Once you hit, once you hit past a teenager, that's when people with medical problems start showing. Unless you were literally born with a medical problem. Like me, I was perfectly healthy and everything until I was 3.5 years old. Just before I came down with type 1 diabetes, I got roseola. My temperature went to 110. They had to pack me in a tub full of ice. They thought I was still going to have brain damage. Ain't that right? All right, Dave. It's, you know, if if this was just 100 years ago, I would have been dead with roseola. That's not, you know playing around or anything. Just a temperature of 110 on a 3-year old. would have killed me just 100 years ago. Hell, 50 years ago, that would have killed me. Yeah, Bootsy. You know, we we overlook all this stuff. We overlook it as survivalists. We overlook it as preppers. We overlook all of that fear. But how can you prep and how? What are you prepping for? What are you trying to learn how to survive from? If you everybody preps because of fear, but they prep because of the wrong fears. Everybody wants to be a survivalist because everybody believes that they're a hero in their mind. Everybody believes that they're fucking invincible. I'll tell you one thing, I know I'm not invincible. If you talked to me 10 years ago when I was 30, hell, I was still in my prime. 10 years ago, I was in my prime. But nobody realizes how long 10 years is on a human body. Nobody understands how long 10 years is on a human body. Yeah. But if you look at all these other survivalists, if you look at, if you look at all these, you just look at the internet. People believe they are invincible. People believe that they will never get hurt. People believe that they will never, that they're going to be the ones to survive fucking the destruction of the sun. Like they're some kind of cockroach. Yep, maybe 10% of the world will survive. You know how small 10% is of the world today? Spread out across this world? Not that much. But we're humans. We are God's cockroach placed on this world. We hide in every little corner. We run at the sight of fear or, you know, any kind of threat. Most of the world will give their firstborn child away for them to survive. Humans, I love you all if I say this. Humans are the worst damn thing that's ever been created. There's only a select handful of people that are not infectious disease. And it's true. It is the truth. The only reason why most humans are the way that they are is because of laws. Hell, was no laws, if this world was full chaos, anarchy, you would have, God, I don't want to even want to say most of the stuff. You would have brothers killing brothers, sisters killing sisters, husbands killing wives, and vice versa. The list could go on and on. It is human law and law keepers that make humans seem and act better than what they are. Yeah. Well, there would be people that would survive even the Ice Age. I mean, look at the Neanderthals. Look at Homo sapiens. We all survived the Ice Age for a reason. We're still here, you know. It would take people that are used to those extreme climates, like the indigenous, the indigenous tribal group in Siberia. Like, you know, the 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 reindeer herders in Siberia. They can go into the negatives and still live. Like, they live in the negative. People like that would survive. People in first world countries, no. Even people in Canada, or maybe some of the tribal groups and everything like that in Alaska survive. But most people that have relied on heat and electricity to make that heat, no, they won't be able to survive. That is true, Dave. That is true, brother. Ah, you know, I don't understand why anybody from other countries have not went on a suicide mission to come to America and go to the CDC and release every disease known to man in the United States. Yeah, he's a peaceful guy. Oh, Putin. He's a good lad. But, if I was a leader of a third world country or something like that, like, if I was a leader of a third world country, I would take my smallest flunky, I would get him a job at the CDC. He would be a Splinter Cell, a Splinter Cell agent. Have him, learning bioengineering and, diseases and all that bullshit. I'd make him go work at the CDC. I would let that guy take over every damn disease known to man in one fatal go. You know, why not have everybody in America walk around like Brad Pitt's character at the end of World War III? Oh shit! Hey, it happened in Jurassic Park. The smart guy in the computer and everything. He took his Barbasol and took all the DNA. Why not do the exact same thing with the CDC? All you gotta do is just wait until everybody dies. Shit. You've been sitting this long without, fighting America or fighting whoever. That's another 20 years or longer. The human anatomy, your body may be able to fight off one of the diseases, but if you have 3 to 5 of those diseases, you ain't surviving. You are not surviving, and there wouldn't be enough medication to be produced to take care of every single person. If I was a world leader, I'd do it. I would hit the red button on that, and I'd just wait. Our old president ain't going to. What's up, Eli? How you doing, brother? Our old president ain't going to be safe from any of those kind of diseases airborne. It's that's the stuff that we never look at. That's the stuff that nobody ever preps for. Nobody ever preps for biological warfare. Nobody ever preps for that kind of. Because you can't. You cannot prep for biological warfare. You just can't. I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good, Eli. Glad to hear you're doing good. That's one thing that nobody can ever, ever, ever prepare for. Yeah, these people that's got 1970s, Russian gas masks and all this bullshit. Yeah, they're gonna say, "Oh yeah, I can survive. I can survive it." Yeah, you ain't gonna survive anything. Hell, all you gotta do is release like a skin-eating bacteria. Right, boo? Yeah. It's. I mean, it'll kill you. It. But I don't know. I a fallout shelter, fallout shelter is not going to help because first you need air. You need fresh air to circulate into that. How do you get fresh air? You make pipes up to the outside world. Where's the radiation? on the surface. You you know, there's these people that say, "Oh, I've got a, I got a bunker, I got a fallout shelter, all this stuff." Yeah, you will slowly, slowly die from radiation in a horrible, horrible fucking way. It's one of those. It's one of those no survive, and it will be like those Fallout games, like that Fallout TV show. I mean, instead of you take care of Bootsy. Yeah, I know. I've got to. I've got to. I gotta get some sleep. I gotta wake up. Wake up in 6 hours. But you know, we humans, we know more about a video game or a movie chain or a car than what's going to happen and how to take care of what's going to happen. We Most people want to overlook and not pay attention and not be a statistic than actually try to take care of themselves. It's sad to say, but it's true. We don't want to look outside. It's just like how the world cowered to the War of Worlds broadcast on the radio. You had most of America too afraid to go outside because they were listening to the War of Worlds radio. Even though they could look outside and see that the world is fine. But they were too afraid because the radio, it was their way of information. That was the way of knowing if something's okay or if something is bad. It's kind of the same way as uh, sorry. Give it a second, everybody. All right, I'm back. Sorry, had to answer the call, but the world is something else. You know, how many years ago was the War of Worlds broadcast on the radio? Over 50 years ago? And people say, oh, they were just stupid or big. It's not. No, they weren't. Because we have the exact same people that fear anything that comes on social media. Yeah, 1920s. I thought, yeah, thanks, bro. We have this exact same fearing over social media. Fearing, I mean, the crazes that have happened on social media. The times have not changed. Technology has changed. The way to get information and make information more believable has changed. We still have the exact same people. Yeah, yeah, I think it was like, yeah, around 1920s, 30s, something like that. Yeah. It was, at that time when, fear was already in people, you know? Fear, like, after the stock market crashed, after, you know, the Dust Bowl, all this fear. Then right after that, this came out where aliens are attacking the world. That was just another hit to the gut. Oh, my babies. Sorry, I was getting my pussy off my leg. But right, right. That is so true. It's the fear. It's the implications of that fear that drive people, that scares people so much. And that's the thing. That's the whole mindset of prepping and survivalism is that fear. That fear manipulates and holds people. All those doomsday preppers, like they are afraid of things 20 or 30 years ago back. Like there was one woman on Doomsday Preppers that was afraid of bird flu coming back. Like, yeah, it did temporarily come back with, during COVID, but it was only affecting birds, Maybe she had an idea and it did show. It did. but it wasn't what she was planning. She was planning on the bird flu still affecting humans and killing off half the world because people eat chicken every day or, some kind of poultry. But, I mean, her her fear did come back, but it just wasn't what she planned. And it's fear is fear. Fear will always be fear. But I gotta get off here fairly. I am drained. I can't even think anymore. I'm so tired. But I love y'all. I love you, big bro. I always love you, Dave. Always. But I love y'all, family. Y'all take care of each other. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. I will see y'all soon. And Dave, I'll try to send you a message on Twitter. I re-downloaded it and everything because my phone just dropped it. But I'll send you a message when I wake up. Okay, big bro. I love y'all. I'll take care. I will. Ciao. Love those.